Yo, what's happening, man? Forward Fabian, I'm back with a video for the channel. Just want to talk to the people, man. In this video, man, be sure to like the video. You know, I'm going to be doing my best to drop some gems in this video. So, beginning and watch the full entirety of the video, man. Shout out to everybody who subscribed to the channel. People that show love. We're going to keep going. The grind never stops. So, today's video is about why you should expect hate when you trying to be great. You know what I'm saying? That's a bar. Why you should expect hate when you're trying to be great, man. Like the video, comment down below. We gonna get right into it. So, man, why you should expect hate when you're trying to be great? Whenever you're grinding, whenever you're focused, whenever you're trying to accomplish things, whenever you're trying to separate yourself, essentially, expect hate. People go hate on you, bro. Because we live in a world and a system that's very automated, recycled. People always tend to think as the sheep. So think about it. When you differentiate yourself or you're trying to do something that people ain't used to doing or can't fathom or imagine doing, they're going to hate. And it don't necessarily I don't believe it fully stems from hate. I think it's from not being able to recognize or not being able to familiarize. You know how people they tend to stray away from what they can't understand, right? I think that's the reason why we have discrimination, you know, racism, hate, because, you know, different cultures, different people from different backgrounds, they don't always understand others. So they tend to dissociate themselves. And for some people, that escalates into a level of hatred or disassociation. I don't need to associate with those folks because they can't comprehend or understand. And people don't care to. Some don't. So if we want to tie it back to just wanting to accomplish things, having goals that aren't of the norm. Go to school, be a doctor. I want you to be a scientist, son. You need to be a mathematician. Nah, I want to be this, that. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a multi-millionaire. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a businessman. I want to be a professional athlete. You know, I want to be a streamer. That's a weird one, right? In today's day and age, you can stream and be very successful. That's my point. So when people tend to want to do things that aren't of the norm, the mass majority can't fully grasp or understand that. And I think that's the beauty and the uniqueness of life, right? That we're created and crafted uniquely according to God's plan. We're all different. So imagine me just trying to be a bot and fall into the system in the line of what everybody else wants to do. Oh, you didn't go to college? Oh my God, your life is over. It's like, bro, think beyond. That's what I'm saying. People think so small-minded, which is a big issue and problem. Stop being small-minded. Stop thinking small-minded. Because over time, that small-minded thinking will condition your brain to just do everything small-minded. Now, that's the thing, man. Everything isn't as easy said as done. It's not easy to be a multimillionaire. It's not easy to start up a business. It's not easy to be a streamer or a content creator, influencer. It's not easy to make it as a professional athlete. But who goes into life expecting things to be easy? I don't. I'll tell you that right now. I don't at all. So that is my point. Holistically, people will throw shade towards things they can't comprehend or understand, and sometimes they can't fathom as to why you would even want to do such. And what's funny is a lot of people out there always had some of the craziest, the wildest dreams when growing up. You know, when I studied, right? Master of Fine Arts, essentially, right? There was a course that we took called Mastery. And there was a book by Robert Greene. I think, if y'all familiar with Robert Greene, he's written a lot of prolific books, right? Self-help, called Mastery. And a specific part of that book really stood out to me in the sense that they talk about to like go back to your thoughts, your endeavors, your aspirations, what you wanted to be when you were a child. Because children are so pure, they're not corrupted with all the wear and tear, the baggage that we accumulate over time as we get older, the frustrations, and they're not stuck in their ways. They're honest and they're very transparent. So as a child, even though some people would think that, man, I was a kid, I couldn't even, bro. Some people can't grasp thinking that what they wanted to do as a child would be a reality, because a lot of people don't take children seriously. They think children are jokes, or, oh man, he's just a kid, he don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? But interesting enough, in today's day and age, it's the kids who are accomplishing everything. Every time you see a professional athlete, they're younger and younger. Of course, according to specific rules that, of course, there's association rules that you have to kind of meet and things of that sort. But stars, professional athletes, geniuses, entrepreneurs, they're younger and younger. We live in an accessible era today to where like the youth is really running it. You know what I mean? It's like through the social media and the tech, obviously. They're bred in an era to where they're more so coached or formed or actually prepped into becoming great at an early age. So I say all that to say, don't think that the thoughts, the ideas, the dreams and aspirations you had as a kid were just nonsense because you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's why even the Bible says, be like a child in terms of your faith and your belief, continuously wanting to learn and understand, because children aren't afraid to ask stupid questions. Children just want to ask why. With asking why comes knowledge and understanding. Be like a child. Be intuitive. Be curious. Be unafraid. And people, oh, I'm not going to ask. That's a stupid question. I'm not going to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people is like that. So, I know I've said a lot, y'all, but try to grasp it. Keep watching to the end of the video. Try to grasp what I'm trying to say. We live in a world where things are naturally thrown out the window, man. That's why I don't take things for face value. This is all an automation. This is all a facade. Everything that's on the surface level. But not a lot of people are going to take time to try to dig deep and understand the depths. Reality, existence, physical plane, spiritual plane. People don't really, I'm just doing my 9 to 5. And as long as I can pay my bills and, take a vacation every 6 months, I'm okay. Now, I'm not mad at being a simple person, man. Honestly, a part of me is very simple. But that's just not for everybody. So I'm here speaking to the people that know that they're meant for greater, to know that there's a calling on their life. Not the average Joe Schmo that doesn't care about dreams, that won't want to, that's going to be in the comments below. Hey, he's talking. There's always the person in the comments. Oh, this guy's stupid. Those are the people that this video ain't even for anyways, because you're lost in the matrix. You can't even differentiate what's going on. You're just a bot. You're a worker. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there who don't want to be workers. They want to be bosses. And we live in such a sensitive day and age. For me just saying that, people going to be offended. Oh my God. So you're saying there's something wrong with being a worker? No, bro. But don't discriminate or don't, pretty much hate on the people that want more. There's people, I'm happy. Hey, God bless. Because that's what God called you to. You're probably doing great things in your life in a different form and facet. But I'm not speaking to that. I'm speaking to people who want to aspire for more and do great things in life. They got to have a voice, man, because we're getting drowned out in this day and age to where everybody just want to fall in line and fall into the system. Nah. Separate yourself from that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Separate yourself from that thinking and just understand what comes with it. What comes with it is hate, discrimination, loneliness, Like the lone wolf, man. Understand that this path is a lonely path to walk and travel. People ain't gonna support you. You're gonna lose friends. You're gonna lose loved ones. Family ain't gonna support you at times because they don't understand the vision. But my vision isn't meant to be understood by the world. It's meant to be understood by me because God gave that to me. It's what's in me. So this is what I really wanted to speak about today, man. People are gonna hate you when you're trying to do things different. But it may not holistically be tied to hate. They won't understand, so they'll try to dissociate. They'll try to separate. So this is an encouraging word for just people out there that need to understand the bigger picture and what comes with things, you know? It's the name of the game. It's the nature of the beast. But people will naturally hate you. You just got to stay 10 toes down and continuously work, try, have faith, keep God first. Understand the practices of Christ. You know what I mean? Because Jesus, you know, God's son walked this plane and this earth and really was the prime example of how to live just as a great being. And, you know, everything else will be added. Seek God and everything else will be added. Put God first in your life, man, and everything else will be added. I'm very guilty of not always doing that. And I'm not afraid to say that because I'm a human. I'm a person. I want to get, you know, I really am working towards. It's a continuous battle, always seeking God, always praying, always, you know, going to him, going to Jesus as my therapist, man. In terms of, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm going through. This is what I want. Why is life like this at times? Help me to overcome. Help me to stay strong. Help me to stay consistent, diligent, with discipline and determination and passionate about, you know, what I'm created for. You are unique. You are a blessed individual. Learn to understand that and accept that and hone that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they're just not real. They're not who they are. You know what I mean? Because the world has morphed them and changed them into who the world expected them to be. And I can't be like that. I would never be like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go out the way I planned, or God planned it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the way according to, you know, pretty much my passions, my aspirations. So don't let anybody take your dreams from you. And if you have that longing within yourself, go back to the earlier days when it was simpler times. And you didn't have the stress of your bills. You didn't have the stress of jobs. You know, you didn't have to worry about, you know, obviously people have families nowadays. So not everybody can throw it out the window. They got wives and children. So, but the point is, man, just understand who you truly are. Don't just do it for a check. If anything, work, do your thing, and simultaneously get back to your origins, who you are, what you love to do. So that's all I can really say, man. Peace, love, prosperity to everybody out there who rock with the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm going to do more videos like this just to broaden the horizons and continue to drop content on the channel. So much love to the people. Drop down below where you're commenting from, like what part of the world you're in. And additionally, comment what you wanted to be when you were a kid. What did you want to be when you were a kid, when you were growing up? Comment down that. Me as a kid, always artistic. I wanted to be an artist early on when I was a child. I wanted to be a painter, a sketch artist, some type of graphic designer, things along those lines, man. That's all I did as a child. Draw, you know, paint. I always took art in high school. And then after high school, I just went a whole different other path. And I think that there were other influences in my life, obviously, that kind of brought me off and kind of derailed me in a sense. But I mean, I knew who I was early on. I always knew what I wanted to become. I always knew the vision I had a long time ago. And as you grow, that's going to morph and change and develop. But it's like an evolution. But the last words I can leave y'all with is stay true to who you are, man. Peace, love, prosperity. Understand what comes with the game. Understand that there's going to be hurdles. If you're a person that expects life to be sweet all the time and, oh, why? This ain't for you, bro. You got to go into it already expecting the worst. And that may sound kind of dire in a sense, but nah, it's just understanding that when these punches come, you're just going to roll with them. You're going to get hit, get back up. You're just going to eat everything they throw at you. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're going to eat it and get back to work. You know? So that's all the words I want to leave you guys with. Peace, love, prosperity. God bless, man. I pray for everybody, you know, the goodness and grace and mercy the love of Jesus Christ touches every single one of y'all, man. And have a blessed one. We out.